Good afternoon and welcome to Take 6. I'm News 6 anchor Lisa Bell, and this is our opportunity to talk with some of our reporters and investigators about what they are working on for News 6 this evening. And oh my goodness, look who it is. The tables have turned. We have News 6 anchor Julie Broughton joining us as our guest on Take 6. You normally
we like
host
to mix
this.
things up.
Yes, I
Yes.
love it. You normally host this, but today you're our guest because you're working on a really cool story, getting results in our schools. And I know that this one, when you went out and covered it, had a real big impact on you.
Yeah, it is a really powerful story. You'll see that today coming up on News 6 at 5:30. So every week in Getting Results in Our Schools, we want to let you know what's going on in schools that's going well, that's going right, that might be something that could benefit your family. So this week we go back to SECO, which is the Conductive Education Center in Orlando. Now, if you haven't heard the term conductive education, that is a learning method for individuals with neurological disabilities. It's kind of based on the idea that even though their neural pathways may be damaged, they can still make new connections. And so they do that through a special education method. So we go to the the Conductive Education Center to talk about their summer camps. Okay, you're looking at video. That is Jack. And so we met Jack's family. Jack's family was telling us that they used to live in Texas and they came to a summer camp, the summer camp that is available for enrollment now, several years ago. And because it was such a good fit for Jack, they actually moved their family from Austin, Texas to Central Florida so Jack can attend this school year round. And you'll notice we're seeing video of the students in this particular video. They were working on rocket ships that they were going to do an experiment with Mentos and some Coca-Cola in the parking lot to see how that works. And you'll also notice several staff members. So that young woman, she is an instructor. So she is trained in conductive education. And they also have interns and assistants from local universities. So all of these students always have at least two people able to help them. And that really ups the safety factor. You know, we mentioned Jack's family, the family that relocated from Texas. His dad was telling me that when he was in a different school in Texas, they used to have to send a nurse to school with him every day because that school wasn't equipped to handle his needs and they didn't know that he would be safe. And so that really, from talking to some other parents as well, that is a big key here, that these families can send their students to school or to camp over the summer, know that they're safe, and also that summer slide that, you know, all kids deal with. When we're talking about individuals with neurological disabilities, if they are not working on these skills and doing those repetitive movements every single day, research shows that they have tremendous losses over the summer, which are really hard to get back to where they started once they start a regular school year again. So there are just many layers of benefits for a summer program like this.
And you can certainly understand why Jack's parents would want to move to a place like this, because there is such a need for places like that and those resources, and to find them all in one stop or in one spot. Now, you mentioned that insurance does help out, but I have to imagine, you know, that this is hard for a lot of families financially.
Yeah, this is a nonprofit, and so they do scholarships and things like that. And there's some other, benefits from the state that can come into play with this. But again, we mentioned that nurse. Obviously, if you're sending your child to public school with a nurse, some of that's going to come out of your pocket. And we met another family of a 14-year-old girl named Brooklyn, and she is now at SECO. Her family said that she had been attending a public school, and they really wanted to give that a try. And they said that it's no fault of the school, but they were just not equipped to handle her needs. She has Rett syndrome, which they said is a form of autism where eventually you can lose your ability, your motor skills, your ability to speak. And so they said there were some days she would come home from school where she would have stayed in her wheelchair all day. And that's one thing at SECO that they're very big on, getting the students out of their wheelchairs, challenging them to work on standing, work on walking, putting them in uncomfortable situations, but they always know they're safe there because everyone is so well trained in dealing with, these types of needs that these students have.
How wonderful that those students and their
Yes.
families have a resource like that. It has to be really a sense of relief for a lot of those parents, knowing that
Yeah.
their kids are in a place like that, getting the help and therapy that they need. Where exactly is this place located in Central
So it
Florida?
is in Winter Park. It is
Okay.
near 436 and Aloma, and it is right there. And the summer program, so it's important to point out that anyone who might have neurological disorders can attend this summer program. There are 2 4-week sessions. They are still enrolling. I'm putting a link on where to enroll on clickorlando.com. And, and Jack's dad also said, like, hey, it's summer. I still have to work. I work from home to provide for our family. And if my son is at home and when I'm tending to his needs all day, I can't work and support the
Right.
family. So he was just reiterating what a huge mental load it is to know that they drop their son off every day. They know that he's going to be happy. His social skills are improving. His gross motor skills are improving. We saw some of the students using a device that I had never seen before where they can kind of like stare at a word and then the device will recognize the word they're staring at. And that's how they can communicate.
Wow.
And so, these kids are getting very proficient with using these types of devices. It
Mm.
really is an amazing place. And all of the kids, walking through, they're singing songs, they're doing crafts, they're doing various things, they're working on their academics, and they all genuinely did look happy. And you could tell that the staff really all very much loves their jobs.
That is fantastic. I cannot wait to see your story tonight at
Yes.
5:30 on News
Hmm.
6. Of course, Chief Meteorologist Tom Zorros will also be joining us
Hmm.
tonight, pinpointing this hot weather that we've been dealing with lately. We need some rain right now, Julie.
Yeah, and we are finding a few showers on the radar for you. I'll go ahead and show that to you now as we take a look at that. So this is the live radar scanning out. You'll notice we're seeing some showers over the Atlantic. We have seen some of those brushing our coastline as well. Here's what it looks like as we go in a little bit closer for you and show you what we're talking about. We've seen some of those showers again moving through areas like Volusia County, right near the Edgewater area, even a pocket of heavier rain near Titusville. You're seeing some of that rain as well, extending down into southeastern Orange County as well as Osceola County. We have both of our sea breezes moving inland. Not a ton of moisture out there, but we will continue to see about a 20% chance of showers for most of us. However, as you go farther south down into southern Brevard County as well as Osceola County, we'll see rain chances a little bit higher, around 30%. Now, right now, 83 degrees in Orlando. It is 81 in Kissimmee, 80 in Leesburg, and 77 if you are in Daytona Beach. We are on our way to a high today of 88 in Orlando. Cocoa Beach and Melbourne, you go to 80, 87 in Ocala, and 87 in the Villages. Here's how it looks in the next 7 days. Now, tomorrow, again, we'll see some of those isolated showers thanks to some sea breeze activity. 90 for our high, 91 on Thursday. Friday, 90, and then Saturday and Sunday, we keep that slight chance of rain around. Again, no major rain in the forecast. We've been dealing with those brush fires in areas like Brevard County, so we certainly do need some measurable rainfall. We'll take what we can get. Unfortunately, over the next 7 days, Lisa, it's just not going to be a whole lot.
All right, Julie, thank you as always. Again, I can't wait to see your story tonight at 5:30. And of course,
Yes,
you and I will be together starting on News
we
6
will.
at 4. Looking forward to it. And thank you
Right.
for spending some time with us today on Take 6. We'll see you tonight.